T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm bringing you McFarlane Toys My Hero Academia Izuku Midoriya, aka Deku. Hot Cheeto Fingers told me on Instagram that these are all pretty cool. He picked them up. So if they're not pretty cool, I'm gonna blame him. Found this guy at GameStop for the win. Everything new has been coming out there. It's like as soon as stuff hits, it's at GameStop. They at least have one wave. So it's been awesome. Unfortunately, you have to pay like $3 more for $20 figures, which sucks. But yeah. Hot Cheeto Finger says they're cool, so let me open it and see how cool they actually are. Alright, let's get this out of the way first. McFarlane Toys is a 7-inch figure line. If you're worried about what can you match them up with, they fall in line with NECA here perfectly and Marvel Select, which is also known as Diamond Select, so all of those Diamond Select characters. And if you want, some of the DC collectible stuff is 7-inch as well. That's from the Arkham Knight series. Right here, this is 3 different video game series, so you can start a good video game shelf with 6-7-inch action figures. But what I wanted to talk about here first with these guys, it's kind of weird and kind of frustrating with McFarlane Toys. The Fortnite figures are mostly plastic. They're made like Marvel Legends, where they have paint apps on them, and but they're mostly like colored plastic. It's just like a normal figure would be. So you're good to go paint wise, is what I'm trying to get to. Now this Borderlands figure, her paint is immaculate, and I need to really review her, where I'll show her off in so many videos where I won't have to do that. But the paint is immaculate. She has this dirty, grungy comic book cell shaded type look, and things are great. You don't have to worry so much. But with this dude and his other wave mates that I saw at GameStop today, paint is not their strong point. Like, I really don't know how that happened. He's mostly good, but here's the problem. I think this figure is mostly black plastic, and everything that's not black is painted. And while that seems cool on paper that the whole figure is painted, where it's not cool is his face is painted this color. So, and this green right here is painted. You see that green on his face? I would suggest before you even play with this thing, if you get one, just get a hairdryer. Blow heat on this collar part. I wanted to get the review done. Blow heat on that, stretch that out, run some cold water on it to keep it flared out so it can get away from there. So his neck and everything else that's touching the green paint, it's going to rub off on there. Outside of that, but what is really horrible as far as paint is definitely the hands. The hands look like they were like, we have to get these figures out before October. We said they were going to release before October. And then they were like, but we haven't perfected the hands yet. And somebody's like, look, take some damn house paint, throw that on there, and let's get these out the door. But yeah. Outside of that, complain about the paint. The articulation is nice. It feels like they put extra effort into it than they did with the Fortnite. And to an extent, they are hindered by sculpting and whatnot, but these legs feel like they work better than the Fortnite legs. Like, I can do this, and I can bring that forward and kind of rotate and whatnot. I wish they go with a different system. Like, it would have been nice. See how these boots come up? Instead of having this swivel right there, I mean, maybe, no, keep that swivel. But if he would have had some swivel right here, it would be easier to pose them. But they did do some good things as far as posability, like putting this universal joint right there, making it big and putting it right there. So, and they're tight. All the joints are tighter than the Fortnite people. Like Fortnite people, little ankles, they were so loose. But you can rotate that and do this, and now he has ankle pivot, and I like that. Also, these seem to be more stiff than a Fortnite. Well, actually, you know, it seemed like with every one of their figures that have toe hinges, one toe is tight and the other one isn't as tight. Yeah, let me just show you the articulation on the thing, because you see what it looks like. It has great detail. The sculpt work, you don't have to worry about that. But the articulation, it has, the arms are on a ball joint. It's like a ball post almost. It has a regular hinge right there to go up and down, but the post going into the socket is on a ball. So you can do this, and it has this extra cup in there to simulate a butterfly joint, or to keep it covered and make it not look ugly when you lift it up and down on that ball. Unfortunately, the arms pop out of the socket easy. It has swivel right here at the bicep, and he technically does have double jointed elbows, but I can't get them to bend like double jointed elbows due to the way they sculpted this molding right there. Like, it seems like it only moves up like half a click, and then you're working with just the lower elbow right there. I mean, as you can see, that's a good bend for someone shaped like this, so that's good. This joint right here, this universal, excellent. It is tight. It is better than even higher price action figures, to be honest. So no complaints there on this. I like that. And this rotates. The diaphragm joint is a, let's just pop this off because I keep doing it by accident. It's on a post on the water ball. He has good range, but when I try to, because this has a post down there, I haven't popped that off. You can rock left, rock right a lot, and rotate. Me trying to get a deep ab crunch, because I love friggin' ab crunch poses. That's how I found out that this pops off, and luckily it just goes right back on. But problems here, these are painted as well, so that red is gonna rub off every time you're doing crazy poses like I just did. I showed the legs, or the thighs. He has double jointed knees, and I showed all this stuff down here. The neck is an issue. It's a ball at the bottom of the freaking neck, so the neck can move forward and move back and rotate, but it'll just pop right off just like the Fortnite people. This is even painted. This is black painted the color that it is, which, yeah, they should have probably went with a skin tone. And the neck is on a double ball post. The top of the neck, I mean. Here's a problem I had, because he didn't have this head on originally. When I popped it off, the post actually, yeah, it did this. It stayed up in there instead of staying down in the neck. So I was like, how the heck am I gonna get it out of here? Which it was stuck in here. So I was like trying to use pliers and stuff, but I just kept rocking it back and forth until it came out. And now here's what's weird. Now it's stuck in there. I could not, it took me forever to get that ball pushed up in there. And this hair hurts. If my fingers look dry or rough or something, it's because I keep scratching it across this hair. But yeah, these are for 12 and up. I would not get these for a kid. I swear to, do not get these for kids, because they might have this stuff in their mouth. Stuff like this will be frustrating and not easy for them to do, because I'm a grown-up and I can't do it. So I popped that out. The big portion goes in the head, and they don't have any instructions on how to do this. I found out by accident trying to get the head into the socket. But you have to grab here and pull back, and that's how you get the hair off. So now here he is with his more neutral, well, not neutral, his happy face. And I suggest maybe wearing gloves or some crap, get this back in there. Most of y'all probably already clicked off because of the complaints that I have. I still like the figure, but definitely the paint and this part right here with the neck joint is the worst part of this figure. Like that whole collar. McFarlane Toys, or Todd McFarlane himself, is his fault, because I've seen interviews with him. He's a stickler for sculpt. He wants to stay on point when it comes with the sculpt as much as possible. He honestly doesn't even want articulation. It's like you should stick to statues if you don't want to make action figures. But because of that, they don't know, or they can't perfect working around the articulation. And this head too, this head goes on the top of the neck easier or better. But yeah, just know that this isn't like your typical action figure. You're gonna have to, when you're adjusting the head and whatnot, you're gonna have to be careful that the neck might pop off or something like that, and treat it like it's a posable statue, to be honest. This lightning effect, or the power effect, the all for one, it's actually attached to the back of his elbow pads. So even though this can uncoil and whatnot, and you can adjust it how you see fit, I think it's might be glued in there. I'm scared, honestly, to take it off, because I'm scared I won't be able to get it back in. But when he's his neutral self, do you really want the power flowing all over the place? I don't know. The hands, just, they pop off easy enough, so that's nothing to complain about right there. I think he comes with these hands on. I can't remember. And the fists are optional, but he comes with 2 fists and 2 open hands, so that's cool. And if you need to see him beside a 6-inch action figure, here he is. Way too tall, because he's supposed to be like a little kid. So yeah, good luck trying to work that in. Well, not a little kid, a young teenager. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's a good, nice figure. The neck popping off and whatnot, that can work to your advantage with posing and whatnot. Just as long as you're not like tossing him around, his head will roll off somewhere if the neck isn't attached, which sucks. But he is very posable. To show, because I don't feel like getting up and going all the way in the damn bathroom, I licked my finger and wiped, and I was able to get that green paint off. So it might not be too horrible, but like I said, who wants to be using a hairdryer and adjusting your figure just to play with it? That is freaking frustrating. But if you want a cheap figure and don't want to pay a butt ton of money for the Figma version, because I know when this guy gets released, the US version price is going to be over $100, and it's probably going to sell out again. So finding him on sale, I don't know how likely that will be, but I would say, because of how annoying this is, and maybe your copy won't be like that, it seems like they put a lot of paint in his basic face, and the paint got stuck on there, so that's probably one of the problems. I would say whatever face you want him to have, if you change it to this one, which of course I like more because it has a fighting expression, and I'm going to be putting him in fighting poses, I would put this on there and never switch again, because it's frustrating as crap. Well, I'm hoping by this time next year they will have perfected their articulation sculpting. But as you can see right here, this thing is friggin' posable, but they need to perfect the necks definitely, so that they sit on that ball at the bottom a little bit more snug, but still have that range so they don't pop off. And if they're gonna have articulation if they're gonna have options where you can change the head, make sure that you can pull the head off without pulling the bottom ball post off. maybe come up with something different for that. But as you can see, this is a good pose. I'd honestly, when I saw these things, I didn't think he would be able to pull off anything like this. I was like, man, that figure's gonna be stiff. But the way they did the feet and the way they did the ball joint down there and right there, it's freaking awesome. It's better than I expected. I know it seemed like I was doing a lot of complaining about stuff, but I have to tell y'all every single thing, and so you can know what to expect. I want y'all to feel like you've owned the toy vicariously through me. Oh yeah, and I forgot. He has that peg hole right there in that one foot, and I don't know where it went, but he has a stand exactly like this, but it says My Hero Academia on it. But the pegs in the foot, very good. Anywho, I'm pretty sure this is on Amazon for pre-order, so I'm gonna put a link in the description for my storefront. Everything you purchase through that link or the storefront helps out my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Click the videos, click the videos, baby, click the videos.